Hey, good morning, guys. You know, the other day, Dr. Berg did a YouTube video on how YouTube is now going to censor, let's just say, information that doesn't conform with the World Health Organization. I have no opinions on the World Health Organization, and if I did, I wouldn't give them to you because they would invariably allow this video to be struck down. But you should look up the World Health Organization. Look at who supports them, who finances them, and then decide if that's an organization that you wish to align your health with. Dr. Berg saved my life. Oh yeah, about 2.5 years ago, one of his videos popped up about this thing called healthy keto, and something stuck with me. He said, you don't lose weight to get healthy. You get healthy to lose weight. And that stuck with me, and it certainly has happened. So, salute, hats off to Dr. Berg. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your tenaciousness. You saved my life. You really saved my life. Who and Google and YouTube, Google's the parent company, YouTube is the fledgling little monster. And they've aligned themselves with who? Google, one of their uppity ups in their corporation, said, we own the science. Oh, really? Okay. Well, again, look what they've taught over the last 50 years or so, and look at where obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and cancer has gone. I'll leave that to you. I had followed the DASH diet some 30 years ago, and I did lose weight. Turns out, because the way I did the diet, I was fasting at least 14 hours a day, and I was eating whole natural foods. So can it be done if you're doing whole natural foods and you're eating, well, I ate 3 meals with 2 snacks in between breakfast and lunch and dinner. So I had a total of 5 times. But I remember the amount of food wasn't significant. And I was hungry. I did walk in the morning 2 miles. And that went on from Monday before 9/11 to about April, when I went from about 276 pounds all the way down to 195. Now at that time I was, I believe I was 35, right around in there. And as a youngster, of course, everything ticks a little easier, a little faster, a little better. And I tried the DASH diet again here starting on October 27th, 2019. And I was close to 130 kilos, and I dropped to 115 kilos. Now, the first 5 kilos of any weight loss at my size is going to be water. So, in fact, I did lose about 20 pounds of fat mass. Again, I had gone back to a whole food, 1 ingredient food, admixture, the so-called omnivore diet. This is dietary approaches to stop hypertension. Turns out, so essentially what the diet said was, the first one I did was a cup of Special K, half a cup of non-fat milk, and I believe I had a glass of orange juice, and then I had an apple for a snack, and then for lunch I had a humongous salad with 3 ounces of lean meat. Matter of fact, the fattiest meat I ate was actually the salmon, and that was on a 4-day rotation. It was beef, chicken, salmon, and pork. Then I would have my banana as a midday snack, because of course you need your potassium, right? Yeah, that's an eye roll. Anyway, and then for dinner I would make myself maybe 100 grams of pasta, and I would make my own homemade sauce out of tomatoes. Or I would have a sandwich with ham and cheese, okay. So that mass-wise, it's not a huge volume of food. And here I did kind of the same thing. So I was eating a little bit of meat, a little bit of rice, maybe some beans. I was eating some salads, okay. And of course, not too many tortillas, no more cola drinks, no more fizzy drinks, except on the weekends. I allowed myself to splurge on the weekends. So I plateaued at 115, and I stayed there for 6 months. And then this video pops up from Dr. Berg, and I'm like, Keto, what's keto? Okay, what the heck? Nothing else is working. And I dabbled in it. I didn't quite trust it. Well, I'm doing keto, and started feeling kind of woozy, and then what they essentially call the quote-unquote keto flu, and that's actually just kind of your body running out of carbohydrates, and you're not used to it. And then I went, well, I guess I'm going off keto, and then I went back on keto. Well, anyway, by June 1st of 2021, I had my last severe headache where I actually took one paracetamol tablet. That was the last medicine, that was the last headache, that was the last sickness, that was the last symptom, that was the last pain, that was the last anything I've ever had since then. And now it's way over 2 years. Crazy. So obviously it works for me, right? And let's go ahead, and I'm gonna share some numbers here. So anyway, I went from 115 and I dropped all the way down to 86 kilos, which I am right now. Curiously, after 2 years, I'm still 86 kilos, and I do have actually some more muscle mass than I did. So I've dropped even more fat, but gained muscle mass. So here are my numbers. Anyone who wants to challenge you, say, "Oh, well, that thing doesn't work." I'm going to give you the relevant numbers to at least what we understand today regarding arteriosclerosis and cardiovascular disease, including diabetes. So here are my numbers. My triglycerides were 88, HDL 55. My 2-week fortnight hypertension, blood pressure, twice daily. So a total of 28 readings over 2 weeks, averaged 100 over 55. My HbA1c is 3.82. My waist to height ratio is 0.51, and my glucose when it was tested was 74, and my fasting insulin was 3.2. Okay, what about your LDL cholesterol? Irrelevant. How many calories do you eat? Irrelevant. What are your portion sizes? Irrelevant. I eat now because 6 months into keto I went carnivore, which meant I got rid of all plants other than seasonings and my little cup of coffee. Cheers. That cup, by the way, is only 180 milliliters. So that's all I'll drink in the morning. I like it. It's a whole ritual. It takes me like 15 minutes. I relax. I watch my water clock, trickle down the time, all that kind of fun stuff. So those were my numbers. And if you can find a doctor or nutritionist that has better numbers than I do at age 57, I'll do whatever they're doing. This isn't about being right. This isn't about owning anything like the science according to Google. Oh, we are so arrogant, aren't we? This is actually about truth. This is about actually what works. And this works for me. I hope it could work for you. So like I'm saying, all I eat is now fatty meats. I eat chicken with the skin on. I do not eat chicken breast. I eat wings, muscles, thighs, legs. I eat fatty steak. I eat a lot of ground beef. I eat fish from time to time, normally canned salmon or a little tin of tuna here and there, but nothing significant. If I have some extra money, I'll buy some shrimp. I love shrimp. And then I'll eat pork ribs. I don't eat the bacon here in Mexico because its carbohydrate content is actually 12%. So if I really do need a taste of bacon or whatever, I may get a couple slices. But I found that the smoked turkey ham, which has, I think, 1% carbohydrate per 100 grams, so it's 1%, 1 gram per 100, that gives me the exact same smoky flavor. So there you have it. Dr. Berg saved my life. He shouldn't be censored on YouTube. Google, and YouTube, I don't know where they're getting their money, but when you find out where they're getting their money, you might decide, maybe they're not the best resource for my health. I don't know. That's up to you. I have no opinion. They don't work for me, but you're a unique individual. The DASH diet failed miserably for me. Keto carnivore, 2 thumbs up, enthusiastic. If you can find, you've seen my numbers, if you can find a doctor or nutritionist that has better numbers than I do at my age, of course I think I'm called Caucasoid, and my blood actually comes 50% Polish, 25% German, and from what I understand, 25% either Welsh or Irish. Can't quite get that one nailed down. So I am a white European north of the 50th parallel in all of my tribal genetics. And again, if you can do better, I'll join you. So all I have to say is it would probably be best that you not censor people anymore. And let's get all the information. And I think at the end of the day, you're going to be on your own. So those of you who know me, who've been on my website, I can probably, I will eventually probably just form a little email. Maybe I'll send out a mailer if you guys want that, so that you can get a hold of me just in case our happy little dietary lifestyle ceases to exist on the interwebs. All right, guys, you have a great day. Be well.